Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the advanced character of our world around us, and this time we will have a short trip to the past, to the last centuries of the Byzantine Empire, but it will be a hawk eye view and a brief description of this what happened. We know that Byzantine Empire actually, one can say, was dying uh, and uh, and no one was able to reverse this process. This empire was dying, especially since April 1204, when Crusaders, one needs to emphasize which is important, Templars refused to participate in the sacking of the city. When Crusaders sacked Constantinople and established Latin Empire, and the remnants of Byzantine states under Komnenos were divided into three parts: Empire of Trapezunt, Despotate of Epirus, and Nicaean Empire. And the Nicaean Empire is the one which will 57 years later, in 1261, get Constantinople back and rebuild Byzantine Empire after the Palaiologos dynasty. Emperor Michael the VIII will be the one who will be the restorer of Byzantine Empire, and it will last in this turbulent period as a shrinking state till the 29th of May 1453. Of course, Trapezunt Empire will develop itself largely independently under the branch of Komnenos dynasty, and it will end its existence in 1461 under the Turkish armies, because Turkish army will override it, conquer the capital and other cities in 1461. In parallel with the remnants of the Despotate of Morea on Peloponnese, so one can say that political end of the remnants of Byzantine Empire occurred 8 years after the sack of the Constantinople, but sack of the Constantinople happened on the 29th of May 1453, in which the last Roman emperor, because actually Byzantine it's a artificial term which was postulated by German historian from Renaissance era in 1557, Hieronymus Wolff, who wanted to distinguish Eastern Roman Empire and its history from the Western one, Latin-based, let's say, Western one, with which the Western European countries and Central European countries are the most connected culturally and in a civilizational sense. So we have to remember that so-called Byzantines were calling themselves Romanoi, so Romans. So the last emperor of Romans, surprisingly, ended his reign and life as a real hero, defender of the nation and fatherland, in 1453 on the 29th of May. Yes, very rarely in history we have such clear cuts when we know that something ended or something started, but this case is clear. And Constantine the 11th, yeah, some other historians like Great Edward Gibbon were calling him, and they had reasons for that, Constantine the 12th, because the dynasty politics in Byzantine Empire. This is another great material for many videos and many articles, like in the half of 14th century bloody civil wars between Cantacuzene and Palaiologos family. We see how during its last 2 centuries this country was actually weak and was having many problems. Yeah, it was ruled mainly by intellectuals, and as great historian and Byzantinist Stephen Runciman, Sir Stephen Runciman said, and I completely agree with this statement, that intellectuals are very weak politicians. But nowadays, we are also falling down and dying. But our politicians are even worse because they are not intellectuals. They are greedy managers of great corporations, and they are lazy owners who do not care about anything else than only dividend from the work of these managers and the work of these companies at any cost. Plus, our pseudo-intellectual body is also filled by many ideological concrete heads who spread really more and more disconnected ideologies and are financed by these managers of corporations and these lazy owners to brainwash society to be more obedient and buy the products society doesn't need actually. So our fall will be not so spectacular, will be very embarrassing and very awful, because at least on the 29th of May 1453, the last emperor and the members of his court died like real heroes, like real patriots, like ancient Roman legionary in the battle. So at least there was some glory in it, that it's worth remembering, and one cannot deny that. Yeah, we can discuss to what extent it was glorious or needed or whatever, but we cannot deny that it happened. But nowadays, our fall will be complete embarrassing and disgusting if nothing changes. Because as I said, we don't have cultural elites, we have only business political elites empowered with the cynical and disconnected ideologists spreading neo-Marxism nonsense and brainwashing the societies. So one can see that sometimes the fall of civilizations or entire empires and so on happened with glory and happened with in a spectacular way that it's worth remembering. Yes, indeed. But some falls and collapses happened also in a very miserable and embarrassing way, and seemingly we are heading to the second option. So complete collapse, embarrassing and disgusting, because I don't think that that something worth attention will stay after us if we continue like this. So this is how I see the things. I encourage all of you to read books on the fall of Constantinople and last Byzantine Renaissance by Stephen Runciman. There is also a nice biography, Immortal Emperor, about Constantine XI, the last Byzantine, de facto the last Roman emperor in the 15th century AD. And we know that after the fall of, and even before fall of Constantinople, many Greek intellectuals, because we know Byzantine Empire preserved the heritage of ancient Greek thinkers mainly, and historians and scholars, emigrated to Italy and really had really huge impact into the development of the Renaissance. So at least something great germinated from this dying Byzantine Empire. So taking into account everything, one needs to say that some falls of civilizations and empires can be really spectacular and full of glory, and from the seat of this civilization, even after its fall, something great can germinate. From us, if we do not change and we continue like this, as we continue, nothing will germinate and our fall will be embarrassing and disgusting. All the best, have a nice day, bye.